When you're the guy that goes, you feel like you're someone that wasn't holding up their end of the bargain.
I've never been traded before, so it was pretty hectic.
After that set in, and having what felt like an entire city behind you and supporting you and wanting you, from that moment on, I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a Capital to the day I retire.
It's gonna be exciting. Meet the guys, ready to rock and roll.
I didn't know much about Osh before he, joined our team. I knew he was a great player, and that was about the extent of it.
I mean, obviously, I knew what happened in Sochi. That was pretty special.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
I found out pretty quickly when he got here what kind of person he was.
Thanks, babe. Good play, babe. That's a good battle, babe. That's a good battle. Need a little magic here.
Lots of energy, great hockey player, great skills.
The doctor!
Funny guy, hardworking guy.
He just has so much drive and passion and so much compete in him that it's crazy. He wants to win at everything that he does. I recognized it from the first couple days that he was here. We were in a training camp drill, and he came and stripped me from behind, grabbed it, deked out Grubauer, and scored. He skated by me after and just said, never give up, never surrender. And I remember laughing to myself, like, man, this guy's legit.
I remember in preseason, he fought a guy named McQuaid.
That's a tough scrap for TJ. Not the scrap you want.
I'm like, whoa, that was a pretty good fight. Like, he's a pretty tough guy. He's like, I didn't even know he was tough.
What a job by TJ Oshie.
It's pretty funny to see him taking on some of the biggest guys around the league and just never back down.
Hey Caps fans, this is TJ Oshie. We got 3 days until Caps hockey. I'm ready. Are you?
Beautiful. This team had a great duo in Alex Ovechkin and Nicholas Backstrom, but it was a revolving door on the right wing.
The Caps saw something special in TJ Oshie, something that the team needed.
Right away, game one, it was like, that's gonna work.
17 seconds, that's all it took. His first Capitals goal.
When I think about TJ and what he brought to this Capitals team, he's a unique blend of toughness, second effort plays, but he also has skill.
This is a display of talent.
He had unbelievable hands that can do things with the puck that I had never seen before. All of a sudden now, that's a complementary player you need for a line to go.
That trade was a function of both organizations being frustrated with having really good teams, but not being able to get over the hump in the playoffs.
There was a lot of time in St. Louis where I wasn't very successful in the playoffs.
Everyone knows Caps and the Pens are rivals. Everyone has watched those games. I'm sure right away when he came here was looking forward to that.
I hate the Penguins. Caps fans hate the Penguins, and we have a great rivalry.
I'm an extremely loyal person until you do something to me. I'm sure my sister-in-law would say it has to do with the month I was born in or whatever that's called. You can look it up, December 23rd.
We had been losing to Pittsburgh year after year, and we needed to beat them.
They said that's who we hate, and I was like, all right, I'm on board. I hate these guys, and I'm going to play like I hate them.
And a turnover at the blue line, and now Oshie off to the races. Right side into the circle, he scores!
He's a special player. He doesn't shy away from the bright lights. He's going to deliver.
And now a backhand shot, score! It is Oshie again!
That was a little bit of a new beginning for me of I can do this in playoffs as well.
Second one, that was a pretty big goal.
What's the second one? The 5-hole?
Chip off the
backhand?
wall.
The breakaway. Sorry. I never have this problem.
Overtime for the first time here in these Stanley Cup playoffs. Oshie moving to his right, behind the net. Hat-trick! Oshie! Overtime!
I didn't even know it went over the goal line, if I'm being honest. I just put my hands up, and we got lucky.
Actually, a thing that people don't maybe give him credit for is like, he's a tough guy. He's a really tough guy.
countless times throughout his career where he's going out there and he's taking a beating and he's giving a beating.
He plays the game the hard way.
Putting his body on the line.
TJ Oshie selling up.
He's a warrior. I think he just machine.
Oshie doorstep, he scores! Shoulder to the head, but Oshie returned.
He wants to play every game like it's his last game, and he's going to leave it on the ice.
What a night for TJ Oshie.
He's a guy that you just love to have on your team. You know you're going to get his all, and you know how much he cares.
You just know on a day-to-day basis, regardless of what's going on, he's going to be the same TJ every single day. There's never a bad day for that guy. No bad days. That's his own hashtag.
The no bad days philosophy, I think, has impacted my game in a very, well, positive way, I guess.
You need people on your team who can kind of keep it loose.
If you're having a bad day and you're around TJ, you're not having a bad day for very long.
He's a guy who brings energy, laugh, jokes, always creates something funny.
He cares a lot about his teammates and makes sure they're having a good time, and it's definitely funny, silly, goofy, and just a lot of fun to be around.
Just the way he is and the way he's wired, he makes everyone else so much better around him.
Getting TJ Oshie was the biggest missing piece that kind of completed this Capitals team.
Teams with high expectations get too uptight and there's too much tension. He was able to release that tension.
TJ Oshie! It's Oshie! Score!
It was a belief system through everybody. No matter what, we just kept going.
The one that really stands out to me was Game 6 against Tampa Bay, facing elimination at home. Everyone knows the history in elimination games at home. That day was different. Everyone wasn't sitting on their hands.
There was no point where I had any doubt that we weren't going to win the cup.
To Backstrom, and back down the wall. In front, Oshie scores!
I just remember the reaction in the building was insanity.
TJ Oshie brings this city to its feet.
They had totally shifted the momentum of that series back onto the light.
That was fun, boys. Whoa. Let's keep her going. Yeah.
You can now start to see, okay, they might be able to do this.
Oshie on the rebound!
The capital of the country is the capital of the hockey playoffs.
Who is this win for?
Here we go. So we call my dad Coach. He was my coach for a lot of the beginning years of my life.
He always wanted to be a coach for us, whether it be hockey, basketball, football. He always wanted to be a part of something we're doing.
Hearing stories about his childhood, it's easy to see just how meaningful he was to TJ, hockey-wise in life.
Just leave this next to you.
Okay.
So you can hang out with it.
My dad really taught me how to be a part of a community, part of a team.
What a great thing. It's pretty special. Real special.
I think we won this game when I was a little kid and we were driving back in this old like 1972 two-door bench seat, rusted old thing. I had a chance to get a hat trick maybe and I like passed like a 2-on-0 or something to my teammate and he scored or whatever it was. And he kind of broke down in the car and had like tears in his eyes. Just said that he was proud of me for passing off like the hat trick instead of trying to score myself, passing off to my teammate so he could score. And he had broke down and kind of said to never change that and to always be a good teammate first. He said he didn't care if I won or lost or won championships, like you just always be a good teammate. And that was something that really, really stuck with me and something I still think about to this day.
Great play in behind there. Nice hit, Willie.
He's such a good person. He's a great friend. He's a great teammate. He cares a ton about what goes into this organization and this hockey team.
He's a heart and soul type guy, type player, and hockey is pretty simple to him. You know, you go, you try hard, you work as hard as you can, you have as much fun as you can with everyone around you.
Come on, Kansas 87-4, Will! OshBabe, woo! My dad, let's go ahead, yeah!
He's a guy that if he walks by you know, a piece of garbage on the ground, he's going to pick it up and he's going to throw it away and he's going to create a better environment for everybody around him. He just makes coming to the rink and playing for the Capitals a better place to be.
I like to just come to the rink and have it be a fun experience for everybody. There is some times when I come in and I got to fake it a little bit and put on a smile. I think it's important for guys to see that if you're not having a great day, you want to show them how to represent yourself to not bring anyone else down with you.
TJ Oshie missed the Caps game in New York Monday. His father, Tim, who'd been battling with Alzheimer's disease, had passed away.
My dad passed early in the morning. You know, it was his time. He was struggling pretty bad, so you know, we had let him know that it was okay to let go.
When his dad passed, a day after, he took the flight up to New York where we played, and you could just watch how determined he was to get back out with the boys after losing his dad.
Just had this feeling that the coach would want me to go play in the game and not miss the game. It just felt like it meant a little bit more.
He is on the ice, and a heavy heart, no doubt.
That goes a long way, and I think the team will rally around that.
He made sure he was there for us and he showed up and he went to battle.
You know, you could tell it was meant to be.
Oshie closes, fires, he scores!
I'm sure this is all for Coach, watching down on this hockey game for TJ.
Every time I came off the ice, I would shed a tear in between shifts.
You know, that's what he would probably consider the hardest game in his career.
Down low for the deflection of Oshie. Stop, follow up, score! Oshie has two.
TJ Oshie in his return to the lineup has the both.
That's just who he is. He shows up, he's big in big moments. We wanted to make sure that we were doing exactly what he would do for us.
Get up
Yeah,
one more.
let's get the Hattie.
Here, everybody's just looking, get their head up, look at where number 77 is.
And for Oshie, coming to center, fires, he scores! TJ Oshie with the hat trick as Coach Osh looks on from heaven.
It was hard in that moment just even seeing people and they come up and give you a hug and you almost kind of want to just, you know, pretend like everything's okay. You know, I kind of just let it go after that.
As a friend, you were always almost in tears then, just watching. How that must have felt.
The hug from Nick on the bench. I'm gonna get teary-eyed just kind of thinking about it, but that was an important hug for me, I think.
I think I told him, like, you're the strongest person I know. We're a family. We're in this together.
A 1,000 games, in my opinion, you only get there. You are extremely good, extremely consistent, and you're able to battle through a lot of tough times.
Unfortunately for TJ, injuries are a part of his story.
Oshie is hurt.
He's had everything. He's broken an ankle, he's broken a collarbone. Lately, it's always the low back.
Any adversity that you face, if you can find ways to accept what has happened and move on from it, I think you get mentally stronger.
Oh boy, on the cusp of 1,000 games, Oshie is down and hurting.
He can hardly get off to the bench. The referees and holding up play for TJ to get down the runway, and I'm thinking, oh no.
I was a little upset about that one. I texted everyone I knew. I was like, cancel your flights.
Right when the game's over, he says, don't worry, fans, I'm going to be back.
I just have always healed faster than you typically would from a lot of injuries, and I really think that positivity has a lot to do with that.
You know, almost incredible that he's made 1,000 games with how hard he plays and how much abuse he's put on his body through the years.
The intercept, look out! Score!
Strive for winning championships and team goals almost exclusively, but the one thing that I've always wanted for myself is 1,000 games. In St. Louis, second or third year maybe in the league, you know, there was some babysitting going on that I had needed. I had gotten called out by our GM. I was challenged on whether I was going to play 100 games, 200 games. From that moment on, I was like, I'm playing 1,000.
All right, boys, here we go. Left winger, Ovi. Center, McMichael. Right wing, TJ Oshie.
There's
so many stepping stones that come before you can really fathom that you're going to play in 1,000 NHL games.
1,000 games, the way he plays is a testament to TJ Oshie.
It's just a massive, massive milestone. I'm very proud of everybody that makes it there because I know how hard it is.
Oh! You know, it's a great accomplishment to make 1,000 games, but for TJ, I think it's even more just because of how hard he's played through the years.
You know, there was a moment this season where I thought maybe this day wouldn't really come, and I had guys at one point telling me they'd strap me to their back and carry me on the ice to get to 1,000, so I love you guys for that. I love going to work with you every day. It's been an absolute pleasure. Love you guys.